Hi friends, it's Amanda. Thanks so much for being here and watching. Joining you today for more Pinkfresh Studio inspiration with the gorgeous Joyful Day collection and this absolutely stunning paper, Big Ideas. And my big idea was to go and fussy cut all those pieces. Some I've kept as full wreaths, some I've snipped and snipped again. And well, there's lots of pieces as you can see. Not quite the full sheet of paper, but almost. I've cut my white cardstock to 8.5 by 11 inches and I'm just going to play around now with the design, basically using these gorgeous wreath pieces as a border trim around my whole paper, and I'm planning on layering it lots of dimension and just really just showing off this gorgeous paper because those wreaths are absolutely gorgeous. They're so very pretty, and I've got a very sweet photo of my daughter for her birthday that I wanted to incorporate. Oh, there she is, the birthday girl, and with her brother. And I just wanted to do something a bit special for her because she's such a pretty special girl. So I'm going to include those lovely chipboard frames. That one says Fantastic Day, and a lovely one there as well. And yeah, just sort of planning the design, and I think I'm happy generally with how that's looking. So going to go ahead and start sticking some things down. Now some I will keep just straight on with tape, keeping them flat, and then others I am going to layer with foam tape as well. So get lots of different layers. The skinnier ones, yeah, well, they're going to need some fine liner glue, aren't they? They're very teeny tiny, and yeah, lots of fussy cutting. I think I spent about 40 minutes cutting up all those pieces, so it wasn't too long, but it did take a little while. So yeah, oh, look at that, it's already starting to really come together. So here we go with some of those foam tape pieces as well, so just so we get a bit of dimension. And you can see I don't cut any of my pieces yet. I'm letting them hang over the edge of the paper because I'd rather trim them once I'm completely sure that's where everything's staying on my page. So even with the glue I've used, I use quite a tacky glue so I can pull things off and reapply them if I need to. And then at the very end, when I'm definitely sure, then I come and stick things in a bit firmer. So just coming in now with more layers. You can see just by layering, oh, look, the impact is gorgeous. Like a beautiful garden. And I've left a lot of white space through that center area. So yeah, focusing on those beautiful pattern papers around the edge and having my white space in the center today. So it's actually quite a simple design, really just changing the orientation for myself. So working on the outer edges of my page instead of in the center, and letting that beautiful paper do all the hard work for me, because really when you've got a paper that's stunning, it's going to look gorgeous whatever we do with it. So look at that. So layers absolutely do create gentle, soft dimension and texture to any page, but particularly so when we're working with such a soft color palette and such a delicate, floral and feminine page. So really, really pretty. Coming in now with those gorgeous chipboard frames and attaching them straight onto my photo. On they go. Now my photos are slightly bigger, so I will go around and snip the edges off. Keep it nice and neat. And yeah, just how cute are those frames? I absolutely adore them, and perfect for the color palette that we're using today. That really pretty, it's almost like a soft lavender blue, isn't it? It's blue, but it's got those lavender tones to it, and that gorgeous apricot peach pink that's in the other colors as well. So I was absolutely drawn to those soft colors in the Joyful Day collection. It's pretty. I can't describe it any other way. It's pretty and I love it. Time to figure out where I'm going to pop my photo frames now, and I'm just going to play around with this for a minute. So you'll see I haven't quite stuck things down. I'm still deciding. I didn't take the backing off the tape. I wanted to make sure, but now I think, yeah, here we go. I am happy with where they are sitting now. So I'll remove the back of the tape and pop them in place. It's very, very pretty, isn't it? Oh. And I'll take the back of my photo. There we are, and And see, this is why I use tacky glue as well, because I like to lift things up and maneuver them just a little bit. And it's nice to tuck pieces in, isn't it? Especially in a design like this where I want to keep that white space in the center. I sort of want to tuck my children's pictures into that beautiful garden that we've created. It's so pretty. So doing the same with the other frame as well now. Just popping it into place. It's just lovely. So this is a very pretty page for my daughter's album. Celebrating, she's just turned 13, so teenager now, and just something special for her album to acknowledge her special day. Such a lovely girl she is. And now that I am happy, I'll go around and trim those edges. And I have actually gone and stuck things down a bit firmer as well, but I didn't include the footage. It was a bit unexciting. As you can see, I'm just tidying up all the edges now, getting rid of all that surplus we don't need. And using some of that surplus just to fill a little gap or two. And again, flipping over and cutting the excess. So beautiful, look at that. Oh, creating a framed edge with beautiful floral pieces. So divine. Now I've cut, in the fussy cutting, all these tiny little fronds as well that were loose. And I'm going to pop them in as well, just to add more shape and form to my page. They're a bit fiddly, they are only tiny, but they do go on. There we go. Very, very sweet. There we are. And I think that's all I'll use of those. And I've pulled out some more of the chipboard stickers, some die cut ephemera, puffy stickers, all the beautiful Joyful Day embellishments really. Look at that, here they all come. There's so many gorgeous embellishments in this line, and I am excited by them because the versatility is just incredible. And of course the possibilities are endless. So yes, playing around now with embellishments and how I'm going to decorate my page. I don't want to steal away from that gorgeous frame we've created with the floral wreaths, so it will be quite simple, but I still need to highlight in a few areas just to draw you back to my photos as well. So just popping that little chipboard sticker in there. Everything tucks in and has a tiny little place, doesn't it? So very sweet. And yeah, flicking through all the embellishments now and having a look. Oh, I do love that puffy sticker there, that little floral. That's perfect. And I think that might be all I'll use for that one. Remember I said I wanted to keep it quite sparse. I've got a lot of detail in that edging and I want to focus on that more. I will use those enamel dots just because they are that colour palette and they're soft and they're gentle. And ooh, maybe just one or two die cuts. I like that one. Again, it is in our colour palette, but it also says Simple Pleasures. And I think sometimes just that tiny sentiment of the story that you can't quite know, but I know it ties in beautifully. So yeah. Oh, that one's cute too. That one says Celebrate Today, and that's very appropriate. Where to put it? Tucking in, moving around. I quite like it there, and then I can still use that little one up the top. And I think I'll go ahead and pop them into place because I do like that one that says Celebrate Today is just perfect because of course we're celebrating her birthday. And I will add the Simple Pleasures because it's the little things in life sometimes, like a birthday, that make it all special. Or maybe it was the comment that was made at that particular point where that photo was being taken. Very special. Oh, look at this. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm going ahead with those tiny miniature multicoloured puffy alphas, and oh, look at those colours. They're gorgeous. Originally I'd planned to just write Birthday Girl in the blue, but of course I realised that not all my letters would be available in just the blue, so I've decided to use the letters that coordinate throughout the colour palette that we're using. So mixing it up with those peachy and pink tones as well. On we go. But I'm still keeping the same title, Birthday Girl. There is some typewriter journaling that's actually going on the back of this a letter that I've written to my daughter for her birthday. But that's one that I will keep hidden. And on with those enamel dots, and they're very, very sweet. I think they're just a nice little pop to finish the page. Have a look at that. Isn't this gorgeous? What a beautiful way to use the Big Ideas paper. So lots of lovely close-ups coming for you now. I hope I've inspired you to pull out your scissors and get snipping, do some fussy cutting and have lots of fun. If you've got any questions or comments about my layout or process today, please pop them down below. Press the like and subscribe button and all that jazz. And thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful week. Happy arty days. Bye.